Good morning. I'll tell you, I've said to you before, on a Sunday afternoon, I will sit here and I will make notes and write down sort of what my little devotion is going to be for the week. So I did that this week. I have something all written down on a little notepad. Love notepads. I'll talk about that in a minute. But love notepads. So I've got something written down, ready to go. And I was walking the dog last night, and what I do, I talk to God. So I do, walking the dog, especially if I'm out in the fields, it's a lot easier. And I feel, and this is the scary bit, I'm sorry, that's going out the window. I'm going to talk to you about something completely different. So you're going to have to bear with me as I go completely off track, okay? But I think this is really important, and that's why me and God are talking about it. It's why we're going to talk about it too. So I'll start with a story. It's always a good place to start it. I've had this job now in church for just over 2 years. 2 years, yeah, just over 2 years. And but so I had a year of doing this normally, and then you all know what happened last March. All went into lockdown. Now, for me, as I said, I'd only been involved in leading church for a year, and all of a sudden I found myself on most days sitting in this chair, and I found myself really sort of a little bit panicked about making sure I was doing enough, doing. Now, let's say about my notebook. If you looked in my notebook, it's notes, which is good because it's a notebook, but also it's tons and tons of lists, list after list. I love making lists, and the other thing about making a list, the best thing about making a list is when you tick off, done. And in that last year as well, I've that's what I've done. I continued to do this. I've always done this, but I've got very caught up in doing. Got to keep doing. Got to keep making sure that I'm, to a certain extent as well. I think there's been a bit of a, to the people in church, I want to say, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm doing stuff. I'm not just, sitting in the chair having a nap every day. So there's been a bit of a pressure there, and I'm not looking for I'm comfortable. I've worked through that, and that's good. But but that's been my line of thought, and especially I've been thinking about this as we're coming out into whatever the next phase of this life will be, as doors open up, as people gather again, as we are all able to do so much more than we were. Obviously, lots of us have been doing, but this is going to be something, a new level of doing, maybe, I don't know. And as I think about all that, it can be a bit overwhelming. It can be a bit overwhelming about what's got to be done, what we've got to rush for, what we've got, got to get that list. And, what is a sort of an unknown quantity in going out into the post-lockdown world and thinking about what's got to happen, what's got to be done, about facing people and the rest of it. And going on and on. But this is the thing I felt was really important, and you may have heard this term before, but we're human beings, not human doings. And it's very easy to get caught up in the doing and to not, to forget about being. And what does that mean, John? Just saying fun words that sound good. And I tell you what, this is the key thing that brought me around to this point. Very, very famous verse in the Bible, and it is, be still and know that I am God. Be still. Psalm 46 verse 10. Be still. I was thinking about that, and this is a key for me, and maybe it is for you. I realise that I do still rather than I be still. Once again, John, what do you mean by that? I do. Well, you know, if I'm sat here, I'm sat anywhere, I think, right, I'm just going to take a minute, I'm going to be. You know what I'm doing in my head? I'm thinking about all those things on that list. And I've made 3 other lists while I'm doing it. You know, in my mind, I'm actually thinking about doing. In my mind, I'm thinking about what needs to be done. That's not being. That's still doing. Tell you something, honestly, there will always be stuff to do. And stuff needs doing. Very important, especially for me. But if we can't be, we can't stop in the moment, if we can't pause, if we can't rest and be, then I don't think we'll ever enjoy or grasp or really be present enough in the now to enjoy, you know, to really get what's going on around us. And what do I mean by that? I mean, that's the actual stopping of being present. Some people would like to call that, well, I can call it, it's fine, mindfulness. I'm not scared of other words for things, but it's about being still. Mindfulness. You know, one way of being mindful, I've heard, it's about looking at your senses and thinking about that, and I'm going to get this the wrong way around, but that's absolutely fine. But you'll get the idea is about, you know, look at 5 things. Listen to 4 things. Smell 3 things. I am making that. What's the other one? Touch 2 things. Might be the other way around. Taste 1 thing. What can you taste? About your senses, about stopping. That's a way of stopping and being. Another part I found really healthy in that, and something we've encouraged with others this year, is about just reading a verse or a passage from the Bible and just thinking on it, just pausing on it. We encourage that as Lectio 365 app that really helps encouraging that, about pausing and praying, pausing, stopping, being. It is so easy just to be on a bit of a push all the time. For me, it's so easy to just keep on doing. And I think we miss out on so much when we don't stop, when we don't pause, when we don't be. When I stop and I pause like that, and I'm in the moment, that's when I feel that, for instance, I feel talked to by God. I can share something like this with you guys. I can maybe make sense of things a bit more. When I be, things aren't so overwhelming. When I pause and I stop. So just now, today, coming weeks and months, I want to encourage you to be still. Very important, as I said, don't just do still. It looks good, you know. But if it's all going on up here, it's not the same thing. Okay? Be still. Wait on God. Still yourself. Still your mind. And I just take those moments. Now, be still in that. No, He's God. And I think there's a giving up of things there as well, where we say, you know what, I've got lots to do, but I can't do everything. I've got lots to do, but I can't do it all on my own. I've got lots to do, but I'm covered. So be still today. Be still in these coming days and weeks. Be still. Thanks for your time. See you soon.